Look at Nigeria, look at Kenya, look at all of these countries. We have so many football clubs, many. Africa as a whole has 50 what countries? We have 50 something federations. So, which means never once are we ever speaking in one voice. Do you see that? So, for me to be able to even start a football conversation, even with the Federation for Africa, it means I have to bring 54 voices into one room to have a discussion. Why? The
Okay.
rest of the
See,
world
the-
speaks in one voice.
okay.
Europe have their own. No, you never find that we have. Europe doesn't have 100 different people representing coming to one room to have a discussion. No, they have one body. Why do we have 54 bodies?
Okay. See, I will answer that. Uh, I will, this again, people might think I'm anti-Africa. I will say this to us. Okay. Again, look at history. When did African countries start acting together? When did, uh, correction, when did African societies, okay, because hey, our countries are just less than
Invisible
70
borders.
years ago old,
67,
okay?
yes, that's
When did our societies start acting together? Very, 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 very recently,
recently.
okay? See, our society, we have not built the infrastructure, the integration. See, Europe has been working together. Now, when I say working together, they have been fighting themselves, killing themselves, cooperating with themselves for nearly
200, 300 years.
2,000 years, nearly 2,000 years.
1,000 years.
The Arab countries, through Islam, okay, and North Africa, have been working together for 1,600 years. Sub-Saharan Africa, when did we start? You see, they, see, I would say this. Have a video on my personal channel, and I talked about why I'm not a Pan-Africanist. See,
Mhm.
when we talk about these things, we don't delve into the fact that we are very new people. Our integration and cooperation is new.
Exactly.
Okay. Now, we don't analyze the reasons why we may not be working well together. We only just want, let's have African unity. But yes, if we want African unity, first we need to know why we don't have it. But I will tell you this, I've seen many prominent Pan-Africanists brush all these things away as if they don't matter. And I will say this,
Everything matters.
I will say this until we stop brushing these things away as if they don't matter, African unity will never happen.
No.
So, yes, we want to be able to speak with one voice, but we need to have conversations on the
Why we are
differences,
not doing it.
the different
Yes.
agendas of different societies. See, Africa is the most diverse continent in terms of tribes, in terms of languages, in terms of different peoples.
Mhm.
Okay, so until we realize that we are actually, yes, we are black, you are black, I'm black. Okay, we look very much alike, but I'm telling you, when we start digging into your thinking and my thinking, I will say this. We'll find that maybe we'll have things similar because you are Kenyan, I'm Nigerian. We have maybe read similar books. we both speak English, right? So we'll find out that the things that are common between me and you are things we learned that we got from Britain. Now,
colonizer influence.
Exactly. When we dig into your culture of your village and my culture from my village, we find out that they are very different. Exactly. These are things that many Africans haven't thought about. They dismiss all these things, but they are very important. Anyway, we have ranked a lot about these things, but hey, this conversation is one I want us to continue having. All right, I really want us to continue
It's
having.
actually a much needed, but it's a much needed discussion.
Yes, it is a much needed discussion. Now, let's go back to my original agenda.
Yes, football, sports.
Right. So